Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and this time we're going to be doing a feel on this set which has been on for a month. So as you can see, everything stayed on really well. So now what I'm doing is just going in and removing the bling. After that, I'm going to go in with my extra coarse drill bit, which is a safety bit. You do want to make sure when you're using a coarse drill bit that you're using one that's a safety. That way you don't cut your clients. As you guys can see, or if you can tell, it's rounded at the tip. That way it prevents from you cutting your client, like I said, with it being so coarse. So I'm just going in and removing all of the polish, as well as just following the acrylic down a little bit around that cuticle area. So during this step, I am using my e-file between 15 and 20,000 RPMs, but as always, just use it at whatever speed you feel comfortable using it at. Alrighty, so after I finish removing all of the gel polish and filing down the acrylic, I'm just going in with a cuticle pusher and just pushing back those cuticles to expose the new growth. After this, I'm going back in with my e-file and I'm using it at 6,000 RPMs, and I'm just using my 180 sanding band to remove the shine from the natural nail. Our body produces a lot of oils. Those oils happen to be on our natural nail, which is why we have to go in and get rid of it, because if not, we will get lifting. So just very gently filing around the cuticle area. Also making sure that you don't leave your e-file in one spot for too long, because it will cause friction and it's going to cause your client's nail to burn. So keep that drill moving at all times. She also requested to have a cut down, so I'm just going in with my straight edge nail clipper and just trimming them down. After that, I'm going to go ahead and just shape them back up. So literally just following the sides and the free edge at exactly a 90-degree angle. And I'm using an 80/80 hand file. Alrighty, so after that, I'm going to dust them off and then we can go in with the acrylic, and I'm going to be using my Alpha brush in a number 10. This is a brand new brush. As you can see, it's absolutely flawless. To break it in, I literally just dip it into my monomer and just wipe it off on a paper towel, making sure it's nice and flat and that it doesn't have any more little flakes in it. After that, I'm going in and just applying the primer on the natural nail only, and then of course dipping my brush into the liquid, then into the powder, getting a nice size bead, placing it closer to the cuticle area, very gently patting it down, and then brushing down towards the tip, and then of course cleaning around the cuticle area to make sure that we don't have any acrylic on the skin. So remember, you want to make sure that as you're doing this, you're brushing down super gently, because if not, you're gonna brush that product off the nail, or you're gonna just drag it all the way towards down the tip to where you're gonna have a really thick tip. So same thing, just getting a nice size bead, placing it closer to the cuticle area, and this right here is my real speed on this finger. So as you guys can see, I'm placing my bead and then very gently dragging. And then also after I drag, I make sure that I wipe my brush on the paper towel, because if not, that product's gonna get stuck in your brush, and then it's gonna be really hard to have a smooth application because that product is gonna start building up in your brush. Also, you want to make sure that when you're doing acrylic nails, that for one, you're using good acrylic period. And so I'm using the Jcbeautyconcepts. But another thing that's really important is making sure that you are using a good brush. Again, this is the Alpha brush. I've been using Alpha brushes for a while. They work really well for me. So I'll be sure to leave all of these links down below so you guys can go check them out. I understand that, you know, different things work for different people. Like I said, this is what happens to work for me. So if you're interested, be sure to go check them out. But yeah, so just going in and cleaning around the cuticle area, making sure everything's nice and smooth. Moving on to the next nail, I did go ahead and speed it up. So just placing the bead closer to the cuticle area, very gently patting down and brushing down towards the tip. Again, it's the same process over and over and over again. It's just a matter of, you know, just repetition, and literally you get better after doing it a million times. You'll find little things here and there that will help you, whether, you know, it's, I don't know, y'all, like literally different things work for different people. But I'm just going in, doing the same process over and over again. But the main thing is just making sure that you're working with the correct liquid to powder ratio. I do have a practice sheet for that, so I'll be sure to leave the link above so you guys can click on that and go check out that video. You will be able to download the practice sheet. That way you guys can go ahead and practice with that before you even start practicing on actual people. You want to make sure that you perfect your liquid to powder ratio, and that just basically means knowing, you know, how much liquid and how much powder to use. That way your acrylic is not too runny or too dry. I do have a whole list of videos that you can watch if you are a complete beginner. I try to make my videos as descriptive as I can, but like I said, I do have a whole bunch of other videos that are specifically for beginners. Also, I forgot to mention, but the acrylic that I'm using is in the color, I believe, Precious Nude. It's a really pretty nude acrylic by Jcbeautyconcepts. I do have a promo code for them, so I'll leave that down below. And unfortunately, I don't have a promo code for Alpha brush anymore, but I do have my link, so I'll be sure to leave that down below as well. But yeah, so we're almost finished applying the acrylic on this hand. So same thing, y'all, literally placing your bead, patting it down, and when I pat down, I'm basically spreading the acrylic out. So you want to make sure that you're not patting down too hard, because if not, you're going to make the acrylic run to the side of the nails. After that, you want to just gently brush the acrylic down towards the tip, and then just apply a little bit more acrylic as needed. But the goal when doing a fill is just making sure that we, you know, have a nice structure and a nice foundation. That way we don't get any breakage. So focusing on getting a good apex and a good thickness at the tip, which you should already have a good thickness at the tip because it's just a fill. So mainly focusing on that apex, which is where your nail gets its strength from. That way, if you hit it on something, your nail is not going to just so easily break off. Alrighty, so after we finish applying the acrylic, I'm just going in and reshaping the nails again. So just going in with that same 80-80 hand file, just following the sides and the free edge at exactly a 90-degree angle. And of course, they're already that nice coffin shape that we want. However, after applying the acrylic, sometimes they take away from your shape, so you do want to go in and just basically perfect your shape. Again, going in on the sides and the free edge at exactly a 90-degree angle. Alrighty, so after I finish reshaping the nails, I'm going in with my extra fine tapered drill bit, and I'm just going to file all of the nails. So focusing around the cuticle area first, going from the right side all the way over to the left side, going back and forth until you're able to see where the cuticle is, where the natural nail is, and where the acrylic is. And I think I mentioned in one of my last videos, y'all, that I started using this drill bit, and it definitely has been a game changer for me for sure. I definitely feel, and I don't know if anybody pointed it out on here. I know they did on Instagram, but I guess I just wasn't paying as close attention to my work. And so after somebody pointed it out, I did notice that I was leaving too big of a gap between the between the cuticle area and the acrylic. And so with this drill bit, like, I'm literally able to get that cuticle area nice and smooth, and to where it's not a big gap, and it just looks a lot better. So definitely recommend this drill bit. I'll be sure to leave the link down below to my Amazon storefront. And my Amazon storefront, if you don't know what that is basically just a page where you click the link and it takes you to every single item that I've purchased from Amazon that I highly recommend for you guys. This happens to be one of them. So if you just click the link, it will take you to the different lists that I have, and I do have them in categories as far as like drill bits. I have one for materials you need to do an acrylic set, items you need to do a soak off. So I have different categories, so all you have to do is just click the link and it'll take you right to it. But again, this is the extra fine tapered drill bit. I'm just going around the cuticle area from the right side all the way over to the left side, going back and forth, and then of course just following the rest of the nail. And then right here on this finger, this is my real speed. I also like to file underneath the nail in case the tip is too thick. I kind of just file it down just a little bit, and then me filing this part right here is just to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. But remember, you do want to spend a good amount of time around that cuticle area, that way you don't get any lifting. I cannot stress that enough, but not filing around that cuticle area literally could cost your lifting. A lot of the time that's where most of your lifting will come from if you are not filing the cuticle area really well during this part. Alrighty, so now I'm just going in and buffing the nails. So just making sure that we get rid of any of the scratches left on the nails from the hand file or the e-file. So make sure that you buff them really, really good. Alrighty, so after I buff them, I do feel like my corners get a little rounded. So I just go in and very quickly just basically reshape them one more time. And this is going to give you a really crisp shape. So definitely recommend that you do this if you feel like you lose your shape after all of that buffing and stuff. So after this, I'm just going to dust my nails off and then I'm going to wipe them off with an alcohol wipe. And then we can go in with the polish. Alrighty, so just wiping them off, and this is what the nails look like after the acrylic application. Nice and smooth. The shape looks good and they're ready for polish and bling. So the first color that I'm going in with is a silver holographic polish by Color Club in the color Harp on It. Just applying that on the pinky. I always use this color as a base whenever I do a full bling out nail. That way the polish kind of matches the bling, so if anything was to fall off, it won't be too noticeable. Then I'm going in with my marble nail art brush. I do have these available on my website. It comes in a set of 3 and they are absolutely perfect to do small details. It comes with, this one's the longest one, so it comes with a long one, a medium one, and a short one. And like I said, they're perfect. I don't ever have to, you know, cut the brushes or anything like that. Literally just take it out of the package and get straight to using it. So I'm just doing a French tip on the middle finger and the thumb. This one is just going to be this light pink, and then the ring finger is going to be a marble color. So of course we're going to do 2 coats. We're going to cure each coat for 30 seconds in between, and then we're going to go in and add some bling. So again, whenever I'm doing a French tip, I go in and just do my smile line first with this brush. And then after that, I go in with the nail polish brush and I just fill in the entire tip, and it gives me the perfect French tip. So for my marble nail, I'm just going to go in with both of the colors. So just doing a few drops of the polish, and then with a dotting tool, I'm just going to go in and literally just swirl the 2 colors around, and it's going to give me a really pretty marble. And then also making sure that I just kind of push the polish so I can get a full coverage throughout the entire nail. Just add a little bit more polish if you need to, but literally just swirling the polish around and we'll end up with a nice marble nail. After this, we're going to cure for 30 seconds, and then we're going to come in and do a second coat, and then of course cleaning around the cuticle area. Whenever I clean around the cuticle area, I'm just using my small cleanup brush. I do have some cleanup brushes available on my website, but I just dip the brush into the acetone, wipe it off gently on a paper towel, and then clean around the cuticle area. Now we're just going in and doing a second coat, and then we're going to cure for another 30 seconds, and then we're going to go in with the bling. Alrighty, so next we're gonna go in with the bling. I am using my Soleil nail adhesive, and this is my bling kit. I do have it on my website. It is on sale. It was $85. It went down to $65, so it is $20 off. I also have the wax pencil on my website. Like I said, the glue is from Soleil's from Soleil. And so I'm just going in and applying some big pieces in the middle, and then just filling in the rest of the nail with the smaller SS16, SS12, SS10, and SS6. Just adding glue as needed, but just filling in the nail and just going in with the different sizes to fill in the entire nail. Yeah, look how pretty that looks, so shiny. So I just go in and do a little bit of glue on the edges, and that's it. So I'm gonna also apply a few stones in the middle of this nail, just creating a cute little design going down the middle. Like I said, y'all, this kit is available on my website. It is on sale at the moment, so y'all make sure y'all go check it out. I also have a whole bunch of new items that are being added to the website on March the 1st, so make sure that you set your reminders, that way you don't miss out. I'm adding a whole bunch of new stickers and foils and 29 different glitters, y'all. Yes, you heard it right, 29 loose glitters that are to die for. So like I said, make sure that you set your reminder, that way you don't miss out. They're gonna be going up on the website on March the 1st at 11 a.m. Central Time, or I might even do it earlier, but make sure that you follow me on Instagram as well, because that's where I post all of the details first. But anyways, I went ahead and sprayed the nails with the hurry up spray. That's just a spray that's going to help that glue dry a lot faster. I do have it on my Amazon storefront as well, so the link will be down below. And then now I'm just going in with the gel top coat and applying that on all of the nails. And after this, we're going to cure for 60 seconds. Alrighty, y'all, so here is the final look. As you can see, they turned out really pretty. I love that French tip, the marble, the bling, everything looks absolutely perfect.
Always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at GetNo32, and I will see you guys next time.